All right, welcome on into How Did We Get Here's first edition, first attempt, first whatever you want to call it, at an actual vlog. This is our biggest project to date. I'm super excited. The Tampa Arc is going to be insane, and I'm also super tired already, as it is 4:26 in the morning Central Standard Time, and I've got a flight to catch to Atlanta so we can start this first trek, because guess what, How Did We Get Here fans? This is the first time that Brett and I are actually going to be meeting up in person in 2 years. So I'm super excited for this. I'm super ready for the in-person crossover that we're about to have. But yeah, it's early. I gotta catch a flight, but that's what you gotta do to bring the beautiful, wonderful content to How Did We Get Here. Alright guys, we have done it. We have made it to Atlanta, and now we are just waiting on the pickup. The full crossover is about to happen. I'm extremely tired already, but we've got so much more day to go. I'm so excited for the game, and I'm ready to rock the Expos hat to the Truist Park. I can't wait.
Dodger dogs are better, but it's a passable ballpark hot dog, so I'll take it, and I'm hungry.
Game review.
We're back in the car, the Tampa Mobile.
The Atlanta portion of the arc, at least for baseball, is now over, and that was certainly a game.
Yes, it was a tale of two halves. To start off, we got big offense from both sides, actually. I think I combined like 7 runs in like the first 2 innings or something.
Yeah. Had a 2-run inside the park home run.
Little league home run. It'll go down in the books as a triple plus a throwing error.
But the real ones know that it was a little league home run. That was pretty sweet to see.
Yeah, that was fun. And then we had an Ellie De La Cruz, I believe, solo home run. At first we were thinking maybe he could go for the cycle, but he ended up I think, what was his final stat line?
3 for 5, had 2 singles, a home run, and 2 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. So
Yep.
pretty good all around, but no cycle, unfortunately.
Right. And then what else notable happened? The Braves starting pitcher lasted, what, like 2 1/3 innings, maybe?
Correct, and finished it with a 15 ERA. He went in with a 10 ERA and 1 career strikeout in the majors. So it was no surprise that the Reds immediately pegged him for 7 runs in the first 2 innings.
Yep, and then the Braves just had to head to their bullpen, but it could not save them.
No, and they couldn't score with runners on base either.
They left the bases loaded at least twice. Left a combined, like 12 runners?
I think probably
on
more
base.
than that. It was probably closer to like 15.
Yeah, something like that. Either way, not impressed by the offensive production of the Braves.
No.
And then the Reds just they got all their offensive production done in like the first 4 innings, but they ended up scoring like 9 total, so it didn't really matter.
Pretty good. And then for the Braves, Nacho Alvarez, we're going to call it now in case Nacho Alvarez becomes a big deal in 5 years or something. Saw his first major league hit, got a single straight through the gap, and then immediately went on to strike out, his last 3 at-bats,
Something like
including with the bases loaded.
Yeah, did not come up in the clutch, unfortunately, but
Other than that, it was extremely hot.
very hot. We were not shaded until literally the last inning.
And we met someone who, in our 2015 video, we referenced how Steven Matz had possibly one of the greatest and most electric pitching debut games ever. We talked with some people who said they were there for that game, and said that was one of their favorite baseball games. So that was pretty fun to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were kind of trashing Steven Matz at the time because of his poor performance on the Cardinals. We were kind of talking about that, and then the people in front of us were just like, Steven Matz is a wonderful pitcher. And we were like, what?
And we were like, Steven Matz was a wonderful pitcher a decade
In
ago.
2015, yeah.
Yeah, not now, unfortunately. So another great Truist Park experience. Oh, we also had a siblings on the kiss cam moment.
Yeah,
always great to see.
Those are always fun.
And the Freeze did win. We'll include that.
Barely.
But it was barely. It was close.
It was surprisingly close. And then I believe the Bucket won the Tool race.
The Bucket did win the Tool race. So we'll include all of this in the post. But great experience, except that it was extremely hot and the Braves did not show up. We'll see if the Reds can carry this down to Tampa here in 2 days' time, but they probably exhausted all of their offensive potential and we'll have like a 1-0 Rays win or something like that. I'll call that one now.
Hopefully not, but right now we're about to head out to purchase some confectionery for our trip down, including some Pocari Sweat. Any of the viewers that may have been to Japan, might know about Pocari Sweat, but it's going to be Sean's first time trying it. It's a love it or hate it beverage, I think, so it'll be interesting to see what the consensus is on that.
I am very curious, and we are going to be buying a lot of it because we've got a lot of road trip to go.
Yeah, we've got about 7.5, give or take, hours tomorrow, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but
we will include the Pocari Sweat food review, or drink review, I should say, when we are so back to your house in an hour and a half?
Maybe. Hopefully less than that, maybe like an hour. But yeah.
Good Braves game, good first leg. We'll be down in Tampa next.
All right.
Hopefully we get some more offense there. That was pretty sweet.
Yep. All right. See you guys in the next one.
Interesting man in the world. Pocari Sweat drink review. It's good. It's good. I don't think it's anything remarkable, but it's good. It's like extremely sweet at first, and there's a hint of watermelon to it. I'm not sure what exactly is in it, but I just
neither.
I just taste watermelon. It tastes good. I don't have a problem with this.
what are your opinion? You have that aftertaste, right? That's like the I think that's what kills a lot of people's enjoyment of it. I don't mind it a bit, but
there's like a hint of almost salt to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how to place a lot of the flavors I'm getting from this, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. I could drink this no problem. This is I don't know if I like this or if I like Aquarius in Europe better, but
are they comparable?
They are comparable. I think Pocari Sweat's definitely a lot lighter. I think Aquarius is thinner. Or not thinner, sorry, thicker. But it's good. I have no problem with it.
Alright. Pocari Sweat drink review. We've got a preview of some food reviews in the near future for the Tampa Arc, but what would you give like a number score out of 10?
Probably 6.5, close to a 7 on 10.
Okay.
Like I said, it's very enjoyable, but nothing remarkable.
Okay. All right, so that was the Pocari Sweat drink review, and we'll see you guys in whatever we have next.
And good morning, we are live. This is the first of the actual Tampa Arc now. It is 7:24 a.m. We are making our way out of the Atlanta metro area, and the first stop is the Atlanta Tim Hortons because I wanted breakfast and I had to show Brett what good breakfast was like because I'm a massive Tim Hortons fan despite the fact I live nowhere where Tim Hortons is at, but the pride of Canadian breakfast. Absolutely going to enjoy it. We will bring the Tim Hortons review, and then after that we've got 7.5 hours to Tampa. That's it. I don't know what we might do along the way, but Tim Hortons' first thing up in the Tampa Arc has now officially started.
Alright, we're back with another food review. This time we got Tim Hortons, from the only Tim Hortons in all of Atlanta.
And all of Georgia for that matter. But
I don't know about that. There might be one somewhere else, but in Atlanta. So we got some Timbits, and then we got a sausage egg muffin.
go for the Timbits first. This is what we're here for. This is Brett's first Timbit time. Go for a regular one. That's what you have to do.
Alright.
Hold up the box too so the people can see. There you go, for all of our non-Tim Hortons enjoyers. Apparently the Timbits have some kind of like original recipe that's supposed to be good, and I think they use sour cream in it. I say that only after you eat it.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the softness of it. Let me try and show it.
Go for the chocolate. What do we got?
Those ones might be even better.
I'm telling you, man. Timbits is where it's at.
Those are something else.
I lament that I live in a place without Tim Hortons.
What's this, birthday cake?
Birthday cake, but it's mostly just sprinkles.
Yeah, no, still good, but
Alright, hand me a regular one here. I need to know this.
definitely. If I'm ranking them, I go chocolate, regular, birthday cake, but they're all pretty good.
How does this rank in comparison to some of the other donuts and donut holes that you've had?
Well, donut holes, these might be the best in terms of just like donut holes, but like, I mean, donuts, it's hard to beat, like Krispy Kreme. But
Very true. America does have a leg up there.
yeah, but all in all, these are very high first impressions of Tim Hortons, so.
Would you go back again? I mean, despite the fact it was in a weird location. This Tim Hortons was inside of a BP, which, I mean, fair,
Right
I
off the
guess,
highway,
but
like straight up downtown Atlanta, right around Georgia Tech area. It was, I don't know if I'd go all that way just for that, but if I run into any in the future, I'll definitely make sure to give it a go again, because these were very good.
this is good. Tim Hortons review.
Yeah.
first time Buc-ee's review, because yeah, we're sitting in a Buc-ee's parking lot right now. That was certainly something. I'm not sure why people think it's that great. To be fair, didn't have the barbecue or anything like that. Just had to stop in, use the world famous restrooms, and if by quality and clean restrooms that means they're world famous, then the absolute state of American public restrooms, we're in trouble. So the Buc-ee's restroom was fine. Also, it was lined wall to wall with like the cheap crap painting artwork you would get at like Hobby Lobby, which I thought was really weird. And then we had to buy tissues, but the other thing that we got was have to commemorate the trip, got the Buc-ee's sticker pack. So all in all, very interesting little store. It's an experience. Did like the barbecue smell though. 7 out of 10. Would maybe do again, but only if I had a legitimate reason to do so. So that's the Buc-ee's review.
All right.
Alright, so we are now on the point of the journey where we are in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, heading to Florida. And you know what the best thing to do when you're in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, is on a road trip? Listen to what we like to call the John Mulaney Gambit. So for anyone not familiar, please go and listen to John Mulaney's Salt and Pepper Diner bit, and then come back here because we are about to listen to 21 What's New Pussycats in a row, followed by one, or in the middle after, what is it, the 7th play?
Something like that.
The 7th play, there will be one. It's not unusual. So there's going to be a lot of Tom Jones for the next hour. It is currently 10:52 a.m. We will check back in whenever the playlist is over. But yeah, we've got an hour of Tom Jones and nothing but Southern Georgia to enjoy.
Alright, can't wait.
One eternity later.
Okay, it is now 11:38 a.m. and we have finished the John Mulaney Gambit, as we have so called it, with nearly an hour of Tom Jones in our ear. And that was honestly torture. Like, honest to goodness, after about the 5th play, and you just think every time that it's going to be over, and then it's not over. So,
well, at a certain point, it just becomes background noise for me at least. Like, it did get.
I'm not the one driving, so I couldn't tune that one out. But I will never, ever, ever be doing that again. As much as I do love a good Tom Jones and to pay homage to John Mulaney, that was horrible. Any further thoughts to add to that?
No. I mean, just probably something I wouldn't want to do again, probably.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
So that was the John Mulaney Gambit. Never again. Alright, we have officially made it to Florida. First Florida impressions.
We're in Florida now. Well, it's very noticeably more humid than it was in Georgia. For like, as soon as we passed state lines, I think it just like
The humidity just went up by
increased by,
15%.
Yeah. The Florida Welcome Center was decent.
It was alright, honestly.
It's about your standard like rest stop type beat.
Just looks like South Georgia, but with palm trees and a bunch of gnats.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a palm tree thing or a Florida thing. I've never been to Florida before this, but there's a bunch of gnats everywhere, and it is noticeably more humid. But we are in Florida now. What is it? 3.5 hours to Tampa?
Just about, yeah.
3.5 hours to Tampa, or St. Pete, not even Tampa, St. Pete. But we will get there eventually. No more stops on the way, hopefully.
Hopefully.
4 hours straight to Tampa. Here we go.
Here we go.
Alright, food review time. We got at the Japanese store the other day, we got grape gummies, green grape gummies. I'm always a big fan of green grape candy, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, green grape gummy. First couple bites actually tasted like an actual grape. That was really good, and then the rest of it tasted like candy. So probably get down 2 or 3 of these and then I'd be tired of them. Overall, I give 5 out of 10. Props for trying though.
absolute state of the other side of this highway right now. Look at that. But not Nuvema.
My goodness.
Stay in the left 2 minutes.
We made it. We're here in the hotel room in St. Petersburg. Although we'd like to request a refund on what we were billed as the Sunshine State, as it is currently pouring rain and thundering and kind of ruining our evening. So we would like to request a refund on that. Thank you very much. And also the sheer lack of palm trees on the drive-through here too. That was also very disappointing.
Yeah, it was only a little bit, but
Yeah. We'll figure out something to do. Hopefully it doesn't rain like this tomorrow. Otherwise it's going to be a long wait for the game.
yes.
But we made it to Tampa. There we go. Or St. Petersburg. Doesn't matter at this point. Same difference. All right, Ramune review.
Yeah, just popped this bad boy open for the first time. Very unique way of opening a beverage. But first impression, let me give it another try. Oops. Well, we have the melon flavor here, and it tastes like melon. It doesn't taste very healthy, of course. It tastes like a cavity, but overall, not bad. Like if Fanta had like a melon flavor, which it might, but I've never tried it.
It does, I believe, in Europe.
It would probably taste something like this, maybe, which is a good thing. 23 grams of sugar, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it's pretty good overall, I'd say. Probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10.
7 or 8 out of 10. Would you be trying the other flavors that we have? This is melon.
Yes, I would.
Okay. This is good.
$12 midnight.
What's up?
Morning, all. It's so over before it even began.
So we woke up this morning and we read the news that Randy Arozarena just got traded to the Mariners. Literally the day we were supposed to go to the game for the team.
2 minor leaguers and a player to be named later.
Which, it's very disappointing, but...
We didn't come to see Randy, but like, you know, the name recognition is there. And now, I can't think of anyone on the Rays worth seeing in person, I guess.
I guess we'll have to go see.
Tropicana Field's going to be a real interesting experience today. And we even wore our Cardinals jerseys to help support Randy, you know, because he couldn't have done anything that he did without first being traded by the Cardinals because they didn't have a use for him.
Yeah. Anyways, that was our morning so far. So.
What a great start to the day.
Yeah.
pre-game review and also first Tropicana Field impressions. Brett, what do we got?
It is unique, that's for sure. I coined the opinion that it feels kind of like a high school gym on the outside, at least. On the inside here, it's still pretty interesting, but like getting to like your seats and everything, it's the hallways and everything give off high school gym vibes, that's for sure.
It's like a high school gym and a mall. It feels completely different from any major league ballpark, like completely different. Also, do a big L on them for not having any cup holders in the seats.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Not appreciative of that whatsoever. Got to see batting practice. That was pretty cool. Actually, was pretty close to getting some balls, but we're right by the Ray tank, literally directly beside it. So this is a huge W. Got to see the Ray tank. That was quite nice. And still waiting on Chase Field in Arizona for a tank of live rattlesnakes. They need to make that happen. Still been maintaining that needs to happen. So what are we thinking? Score prediction, game prediction. There's someone wearing a Cincinnati Bengals jersey. Oh, that's another thing. Tons of Reds fans here. Like at least 7-1 Reds fans. Game predictions though. What are we thinking?
I want to go final score. I'm going to go 6-3 Reds are going to win, I think.
Okay.
That's just my prediction. Shot in the dark.
Interesting take. I was going to say a 4-3 or a 5-3 win for the Rays in honor of Randy Arozarena and their entire relevance as a franchise to this point being taken away. So I would say that. Hopefully they get some luck. They're not wearing the City Connects tonight. We missed that by one night. But they are wearing the classic Devil Rays uniforms tonight. So should be a good time. And maybe the Reds are in their Reds ones again. We will see about that. But that's the preliminary Tropicana Field experience, but this is great. It's completely different. It is completely different. Any other thoughts pre-game?
Not really. Just ready to see the game.
Ready to see the game. All right, hope you can hear this. Post-game review, what do we got, Brett? All right, we're back. Review.
So things started out pretty good for both sides. They both scored 2 runs in the first inning, I believe. And then after that, the Reds, their bat totally fell asleep the rest of the way.
Completely forgot how to hit.
Yeah, and then the Rays got they got hits here and there, but they didn't amount to anything, so we went into extra innings actually. And the Reds ended up winning after they scored the automatic runner and what was I saying?
Extra runner.
Yeah, they scored the extra runner, and the Rays could not. They got men on first and third, I believe, but could not come through in the end. But overall, very entertaining game. Overall, I'd say.
I would say it was entertaining too. Bunch of offense in the first inning, then nothing in between, and then a super tense extra inning.
Yep. But yeah, fun first and probably last time at the Trop.
But it was good. Yep. Enjoyed the experience. That is now 2 Reds wins in a row. We must be good luck for them or something. That's crazy. But post-game review, that was good. Would definitely do again, but probably won't do again.
Yep.
All right, this is it. The final how did we get here food review for the trip. We have the Japanese green tea Kit Kats. I'm very excited about this.
We've been sitting on these for a while.
Hopefully they're not melted.
Slightly melted.
They're slightly melted.
All right, you just want one?
Give me one. Give me one. All right. Oh, it's like Play-Doh consistency. This is weird.
Let's see what we got. I'm gonna be honest, this tastes a lot like a regular Kit Kat.
I'm gonna say Kit Kat with like a hint of dirt.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, it's a Kit Kat, so that means it's pretty good. So it's like a 7 out of 10.
it's alright. I was gonna say more like 5.5. Like I could eat it, but it tastes kind of like dirt. So final review, it was alright. Alright, this is it. We are at the end of the arc. We're almost at the end of the arc. We got 15 minutes till we are back at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. And then I gotta go back. So, what are your thoughts on the arc, even though we're about to drive in the thick of Atlanta traffic? What do we got?
Overall, I'd give it a thumbs up. The St. Petersburg itself is pretty cool. And the Tropicana Field was sort of what I expected it to be, but then also not at all at the same time. So I'm glad we ended up making the trip, and hopefully we can do it again somewhere else sometime. But yeah, overall, good time.
Absolutely, my thoughts exactly. Here's hoping that we can have a How Did We Get Here goes to Sacramento to watch the now Sacramento A's play. But I agree, I think the Tampa Arc was a good thing. I think if you haven't gone to the Trop, you need to hurry up and go to the Trop before they leave, because yeah, it is truly a different experience than any other ballpark you'll go to. But that was a good arc. I'm glad that we did that for sure.